you're feeling, focus for the week, and if you have any intentions for the call. I am feeling tired. Voice is dead, sort of. Focus for the week is to launch the PFP collection, follow up on Giveth leads and partnerships from East Denver. Intention for the call is to hang out with you guys, I guess. And I will pass it on to Rochelle.
Hey everyone, I'm feeling cold and dry, my lips and everything. My focus for this week is to make sure that we pay our contributors, so that means everyone should add their time, quota, and intention for this call is to catch up, sync, and remind everyone to add your sync quota.
Hey everyone, I'm just checking in because I'm checking out. So my intentions are just to say hi, bye. It's been an unbelievable week. Great meeting most of you. And I think for the rest of the week, I'll be following up with all the leads that we did. So cheers, Giveth, later.
Awesome.
Pass it on to Heather.
I'm feeling good, a little mentally dull. And my intention for this week is to follow up on contacts, organize my Telegram, do some HR proposals, some check-ins, and all that good stuff. And I will pass it over to Moshe Hab.
I don't know if Ashley's downstairs. I think so, yeah.
Moshe Hab.
Hey, yeah, sorry guys, I was answering a phone call. Hello everyone. Hope everyone is okay. Good to be here. My intentions for the score are just syncing up here about the HR town hall, and here to listen. Yeah, I'll pass it to Nico.
Hello, thank you. I'm Moshe Hab. Yeah, I'm a bit sick. My voice is not okay, but yeah, my intention, my focus for this week will be making sure that we have everything ready for our Giveth HR town hall, and also helping out Rochelle and doing other stuff to support our contributors, and buddy calls. And my distraction is I'm a bit sick, so that's it. Passing it to Ashley.
Hey everybody, I am feeling tired, trying to wrap my head around the fact that today it starts a brand new a whole nother week, and here just to sync up, and my focus is just kind of figure out all the contacts that I met at the booth and pick back up with project verification, make sure that that's ready to go for tomorrow's the end of the round. And I will pass it to Franco.
Thank you, Ash. Hello, everybody. I'm feeling good today. My focus this week will be working on the rewards team, getting everything ready for distribution, and working a little bit also in the translation on the Spanish website. Intentions for the call, just catching up and see what's going on, and I'll pass it to Santi.
Thank you, Franco. Feeling good today. Intentions for the call is just catch up and put my attention whatever is needed. And focus for the week is the launch of the PFP collection. And I'll pass it to Almond.
Thank you, Santi. I'm feeling a little bit tired. My focus for this week is to make sure that we follow up on the next steps that continue after December. And my intentions for the call is to sync up in everything that happened regarding governance in the forum and so on. And I'll pass it to Lauren.
GM everyone. I'm feeling good. My intentions for the week are like to catch up. I'm sort of like, oh, what do I do here? So catching up, QF, following up on any things that happened at the tail end of East Denver, making sure that all of our bounties and everything makes sense and that they're going to be awarded to people, and checking to see if there's anything we need to do there. And also Griff and I are traveling to Barcelona, so my intention is also to kind of get grounded there and make sure that I can still catch up on everything in the meantime. And I don't have intentions for the call other than just like seeing what we're doing and getting back in the loop. And I'll pass it to Kai.
Hey. I was feeling a little tired because it's late. I'm still in Thailand, but all your lamentations, kind of pushed me up, so I'm back. So sorry for all the colds that are going around. Next time, travel to the warm country instead of the cold one. Thank you all for your work. It sounds like you gave it all at the booth, like always. Missing you big time. My thing for the week is I'm still here the week, so I'll enjoy Thailand. But we have a very cool thing for all unicorns. Just DM me if you want access to our secret storage, our new centralized secret storage solution. So that's what I'll be doing this week, handing out user accounts for this thing. DM me again. And yeah, I'll just hit to get caught up and see what's up. Still has to go. Griff didn't go.
Thanks, Kai. Oh man, so fun that you're in Thailand. My focus on the week is just to finish off the ETH Denver stuff, all the impact bounties, making sure we award all those, and all the contacts that we met, and hopefully the fundraising call. Hopefully that'll happen, and there'll be a lot of action for me there. Intentions. I'm feeling great. It's the start of a new week, and I'm ready to get back in the swing of things after getting to Barcelona, so that'll be fun. And intentions for this call, just to catch up. It's amazing that this call is even happening. That's blowing my mind. Thank you, Mitch. And let's see, Ashley, did you go?
I think we got Heather. Oh, you did go, yeah.
Yeah, I already went.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody. Okay. Great. Well, moving on down the things. Talking with some people, specifically this Thursday, if we should get together and have a post-conference call, a regular ETH Denver time slot. So I think that's like the hour after the community call on Thursdays. I see Heather has lots of thumbs up. She's like, yes. It'd be really good just to get all of our contacts and leads in one place and make sure that everybody's following up with all of the contacts that they made instead of stuck in their Telegram and gets lost. Does that sound good, or is anybody opposed to scheduling that this coming Thursday? Okay. Great. I looked into things. As of last night, we got nothing to vote on. So we're pretty good on that. Going into the forum, just some stuff left over from a couple weeks before. Not really much has moved over the conference. I wanted to touch on this proposal for the circles. Sub-verification. It's been up for a little bit over 2 weeks. I know it was super busy this week, but I'd like to move forward with at least the next steps for phase 1. So, picking our circle accountants, getting them to start using the template, start tracking, setting a soft budget for our circles, and getting into tracking and reporting of our expenditures by working groups. So I don't know if there's anybody opposed to that. Otherwise, I'll start putting it together after this call, basically. Okay. Oops. Great. All right. Reward distribution for praise. You're feeling good to go on this, Franco?
Not really. We are working on redefining the percentages for the distribution. Since like the forum post, like we had this comment from Ahmad that he proposed to give back a little bit to the praise organization. So we have to work a little bit on redefining the percentages for distribution. We had a meeting on Friday, but there wasn't a lot of people in the meeting, so we decided to wait until the meeting this Friday. So we have the whole team together and we can get numbers. And once we have the numbers, we can start distributing. So yeah, like in 2 weeks, the 20th of March, we'll be already up to date with the periods. So it'd be nice to start distributing like around that time, like maybe mid-March this month.
Okay, and you're gonna wait till Friday to figure out the percentage?
I mean, well, the meeting is on Friday. Maybe we can talk it over in the rewards group we have in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
I'll ping people and see if I can come up with something before Friday then.
Yeah, because you're mostly debating that 3%.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, could probably figure it out.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I'll leave it in your hands then. Okay. Next thing I got there. Coda onboarding. Ooh, fun. Anything add to this, or is this just more of like a PSA?
This video, I would show you how to dashboard or manage.
Does anybody have any questions about Coda right now? No? Okay. Cool. Well, yes.
Maybe. I mean, sorry, it's so quiet. I was just like checking it out before, and we don't have much on there right now. And I would just wanted to ask, like, any ideas on how we want to grow this, or like how can it become more useful? It seems to be a lot like Notion. Are we moving stuff there from Notion? It's bad to have things in two places, stuff like that. Crossed my mind.
I don't think it's Notion. I think it's totally different.
I think it's more of like sheets, but with like added like features.
Yeah, it's like
I haven't tried like having like document. I don't know, maybe we'll try that.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see if it can do the same thing, but like we've already had it set up and working on GM for like 8 months or something.
Just HR and accounting stuff for now.
Yeah. So it's just like Frashelle said, we're just using it for HR, accounting, and like, hours database.
All right.
Yeah. Cool. Well, if you have any questions about Coda, you know you can ask Nico and Fershell, and they can help you with that stuff. Next thing with HR Town Hall. I know, Nico, you're a bit dead over there, but if you want to talk about it, or if Fershell wants to say anything, I'll let you go ahead.
Yes, for our Giveth HR Town Hall, since everyone is traveling back from the Eat Denver, so we're trying to do some more options for next week. So if you just check our Unicorns channel, I put the link in there if you can vote for new hours time next week, where we can have our Giveth HR Town Hall. And again, if you want more things that we need to discuss for that HR Town Hall, just add your questions in the link in our agenda. So yeah, I've seen Mitch and other people add some questions in there. So if you guys have more questions and you want to know about them, yeah, just feel free to add it in the Notion doc for the Giveth HR Town Hall.
Yeah, I just dropped the doodle poll in the chat too.
Thanks, Mitch.
Okay. February hourly payments. PSAs. Add your time reports in Coda by last Friday. So adding in your time reports for February. Payments for hourly contributors will be around March 6th to 10th, and Fershell says, everyone please add your time reports.
Can I add something? If you are having trouble with adding your time reports, just reach out to me and Nico, and there may we preset the members of each working group based on your previous time report. So if there's like a new working group that you want to add for this month, then you can't add it initially. So we have to add you first before you can report for that working group that you're not part of at the moment. So just reach out to us if you're having trouble.
Yep. So just so I understand, like you're talking about for the time reports, like if they don't normally work in that working group, they have to like ask to have it added in there?
Yeah.
Okay.
We have to add them.
And I guess maybe while we're on it again, like how are we counting hours for East Denver, for example? I put it in like the miscellaneous one.
Some put it in comms.
In comms?
So I don't know if maybe we should agree about that.
Because then it would like, if we did this again, it would like, for 1 month, the comms budget would be huge, you know?
Or should we have like a separate working group for that? Or like a category like conferences, events, I don't know.
That would be interesting. I put it in working group independent.
Oh yeah. Well,
I felt like that.
Everyone thinks.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think, like if we do that normally, like if we do like the budgeting thing like we were talking about before, all of a sudden like 1 month like Communitas is going to have this like huge, they're going to be over budget like massively because everybody worked. So it might be cool to think about putting it in like ahead of the conference. I don't know. It would be good to have like a conference section, I suppose.
Yeah, under community circle.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they have a separate working conferences.
Yeah, I think so. It'll be easy, more clear to like where to budget things, I suppose.
Yeah, I might go with events too, because it's not always a conference. Sometimes we'll have like a gathering of just us or something, you know, like just like community gathering events or something like that.
Yeah, with events.
Yeah, events.
You can do that.
Okay. Cool. That makes sense. And then for the stuff that we're doing, like for the flea and for East Denver, then it'll make sense just to have that so that our data is a bit more accurate going forward. Okay. Cool. Body reviews. Or events. Yeah, buddy reviews. Check in with your buddy. If it's been 3 months, maybe it's time to check in on them. Self-review form for yourself and for Giveth. Contributor feedback form to give feedback to any of your fellow Giveth contributors. I was talking to Rochelle and Heather last night, and it would be really good if like you take some time and like think about, since you've started working for Giveth, like if your buddies make sense still. If you find that you have a lot of buddies that you don't actually work with, or like they don't actually see the work you do, then it's probably time to get a new buddy. So we're joking, Griff, of using Pairwise to do some buddy speed dating. That'd be fun, huh? He's into it. But yeah, just takes... Go ahead. That'd be fun, huh?
Very into it. That'd be fun.
So yeah, take some time and think about it. And if you're not really doing any work with your buddy, it's probably time to get a new one. But don't be sad. That's just how these things are. That's all I got for PSAs. Does anyone want to add anything on that or anything else related? No, we good. Well, we have about half an hour left. Is there anything else that we should talk about today? Any last minute things?
I want to ping the people who somehow we got to figure out how to set these bounties. I don't know. This software sucks, but we might just need to have a quick chat in that impact chat that you made, Mitch. Mm-hmm. So I'll be pinging the people who judged bounties in that chat.
The Bittlebox app.
Yeah, I don't know. This app is horrible. I can't figure out how to actually set the bounties.
Wasn't that a super modular thing, Bittlebox?
Yeah.
Ooh, yikes. 2 for 2.
I can't believe how the goal they have to make everyone beta test their software. I just don't understand. Like, can you do a little bit of smaller beta tests, instead of trying to waste thousands of people's time every time?
Yeah, we had a lot of trouble using that for judging as well. It wasn't like the best user experience. Okay. Well, then we'll hang out in the judging thing and see what we can figure out for getting these bounties out. There was another point. We got a Monique. We do a Monique. No, actually, I'll let you figure it out. But we were talking about the Spanish translations today and how to get that done, because it's kind of it's taken 3 or 4 months to get a translation of the DAP, and it's just not happening very quickly. For the size of the feature it is, it's taken a really, really long time to translate everything, and it's taken so long that the new homepage release means that everything needs to be translated again, or not everything, but a lot of things, because the context has changed. So we have a lot of the Spanish speakers here on the call, and is there any way to make this happen faster, because this is starting to take unreasonably long.
Doesn't AI do this for us automatically somehow?
It probably could, honestly. And just get him to proofread it.
Yeah, good insight. Well, let me have a talk with Mattel then.
Okay. Yes. Free cheese.
Sorry, I switched in from my computer. Sorry.
Okay. Cool.
Maybe before we break, maybe we could just give some updates from Flea and ETH Denver. I don't know if they, might be worth our time. I'm really curious to hear what happened at Flea, and I'm sure everyone who's not here is curious to hear what happened at ETH Denver.
Yeah, actually, I see Kotabe jumped in. Sorry to put you on the spot. Or maybe. Okay, good. He's there. Nice. No, we can't hear you. Oh no.
I mean, I can give some updates on my side for ETH Denver. We can start there.
Yeah.
It was an incredible event. Holy crap, do they love us at ETH Denver. I mean, I barely could walk down. I couldn't walk 10 feet without, people mobbing me, and it was great. And I think that's how everyone felt at Giveth. We had great talks. I would say that we probably underperformed in the fundraising realm a little bit. We made these hedgies, but I never passed any out to anybody, but hopefully we can do that after the fact. And but we made an incredible landing. People love us. That's what I got. I don't know, Mitch, do you have any other updates?
Yeah, I mean, the booth was I think it was very successful. It was very draining. It was 13,000 people passing by our booth every day. It was just wow, man, because we were right the entrance to the conference, and then it was you could go left or you could go straight and you walk right past the Giveth booth. We're literally the first booth that people saw when they walk in. So it was lots and lots of exposure, but wow, the 6 or 7 of us that were at the booth every day, it was just wow. It's really shill attrition. I can say that, it's wow. But some things that were tough was the impact quests were tough to get across because people were just distracted by the hundreds of things going on all at once at ETH Denver. It was this massive labyrinth of shiny things everywhere, and it was hard to get the message out. It was also really, really difficult because there were so many people that there was no internet. No Wi-Fi, no cellular data, nothing. So, telling people to go on Giveth and make a donation at the booth was impossible. So, that was a big struggle. But we've got lots of really great ideas to make it better for Barcelona. So that was cool. And we got huge outreach, Griffith saying, people love us. So it's all the partnerships that we made, all the partners that we had before, just really, really cool to see the collective support for Giveth there. And Griffith and Lauren give awesome talks and really, really good. I don't know if anyone wants to jump in. Okay.
If
Otherwise,
I cannot, I can speak a little bit about Flea.
yeah, sure.
Okay, so
Well, we
we
can
had
tell me too.
oh yeah,
He's working.
perfect.
You can go first, Richie.
No, Richie's first.
Complement it.
Okay. We had internet issues as well, so it was pretty complicated because we was in haciendas, really far from Merida, so it was complicated to show the platform that days. But it was an interesting process because we receive a lot of feedback, of really interesting feedback from traditional VCs or impact VCs, impact investors as well. So I think the information that we're bringing could be interesting for fundraising. So compliment it, please, Kotabe.
Sure. So my take on it, for me, we had 3 main objectives. One was fundraising, one was onboarding projects, and one or building partnerships and onboarding donors. I think that on the fundraising side, we did okay-ish. There was a lot of these projects or VCs are not ready for doing blockchain investments. And actually, team from Mercy Corp Ventures told us that like they need to figure out what to do with tokens, and if the organization is not like incorporated, it's just too complicated, and they don't want that struggle. But there are a couple of organizations that are ready to make investments on blockchain and give grants, and we build bridges with those organizations. One is RC Core Ventures, the other one is the Bid Lab. So we'll be following up with that on the fundraising team. But Mercy Core Ventures has this fund for good, crypto for good fund, like 100K for 10 projects. And then the Bit Lab has 150K for also several projects. And it has another, like its own blockchain, which they are experimenting on, and that has some other budget. So we'll be exploring that side. So I think like there were not so many potential investors, but with the ones that there were, we established some relationships, and then with others, we are just like solving what Epic Hub has been doing, for example, with the impact side for some time. And it's the second time that I go to the flea. And the amount of people that were interested in blockchain from 2019 to 2022 is, I don't know, at least 3 or 4 times more that are really seeing the potential of the technology. And it's even more from the entrepreneurs. So that was very interesting to see. I think it's like in the midterm, a lot of what we're doing today is going to grow, and we are establishing there. I think we built really good and strong relationships. And that brings me to the second objective, like donors. Donors was not really a good place to do it because, as Richie said, it was so hard to onboard anyone on the platform at that moment, and everyone was like, there was a lot of eager to network and talk, so that happened really good. But like time, it was hard to get someone's time for more than, I don't know, 10 minutes. So it was more about kind of like establishing relationships and saying, okay, we'll follow up during the week. And then with project was super successful. Like I think that we talked with Ashoka that has at least 260 projects in Mexico and 6,000 projects everywhere in the world. We talk with a lot of organizations that have already like a big base of projects that might be interested in fundraising with Giveth. Some of them are kind of like easier sell, like for example with Noob, which is working with the agriculture, like with agrotech, and it's working with agriculture, and Reforestamos is also working with tech in forestry. And I think both of them are super interested. Whereas with Ashoka, it's going to be like we probably might need to find to show more successful pilots. But I think that we could have some very interesting proposals for pilots with organizations that have already like a good branding on the impact space, and that can strengthen our position for the future. So in general, on that part, for me, it was very successful. And again, the most, like a lot of the entrepreneurs were very interested on how can I start using blockchain for what I'm doing. And so there will be a lot of follow-up conversations in the following, I don't know, 1 to 3 weeks, I guess, and making sure that there are some things to keep moving, like at least some pilots, some testing to find that we could make a right partnership. So sorry if I ranted a little bit, but like also if there are any questions, I will be happy to answer.
Are you guys planning to have like a follow-up meeting with your crew just to unpack everything, or did you already have that?
We haven't, but I think it's going to be important. I think that a lot of things went really good, but I think that there are a lot of things that also can be improved. So we talk about having it. We haven't decided on the date.
I would like to add the thing about blockchain for resilience. like there is an initiative from PFA Global and another like 40 groups, and they are really interested in Giveth, like in the experience on the know-how of like getting donations without receiving the money like by ourselves. So I think we can have a good opportunity there, maybe as, I don't know, advisors. It could be.
I think for me, I'd love to see like our two fundraising groups from East Denver and Flea just get together and have a beautiful call about all the details and really brainstorm this out.
Yeah, for sure. I think probably the next fundraising call will be that. And on my side, like there are a lot of things that are still like on my phone or on my brain, and so I want to put that into a document, and I'll share it as soon as we have it. Maybe I can start creating it, and then ask Rishi Mateo to complement anything that they can.
Awesome. Well, Fricka, with that, I wanted to circle back on something there from East Denver. So we have, since the Impact Quest, we didn't really give out a lot of the prizes that we had accumulated, like the PFPs and stuff like that. I was talking with the crew, well, with Almond at least, and I think Ashley, but keeping that game open for like the next week or something. There's still like a whole bunch of places people can donate to in Denver, and they'll obviously have a lot better internet now to do those things. So I think it'd be cool just to try and like milk it at least another week since we have everything set up and running still. If there's any opposition, the only thing really to note is that we would be sending out those nice tokens that we minted. We didn't really send out at all any. So we would be using that instead of mailing people swag for finishing the quests. So we would be spending a little bit of money out of the pot on those nice tokens, but we think it's worth it. I think we're pretty under budget considering Hedera paid for our team dinner. Okay. Well, Griff's giving me the nod, so
I think the budget's pretty close, but I just wanted to say we should definitely go back through the quest and just make sure, like, we'd want to take out the pizza one. That one's definitely over. We want to take out the ones that that aren't moving forward. So just to refine everything so that it makes sense going forward, and figuring out who's going to keep up with it. I'm kind of done with it, to be honest.
Okay, got you. Well, I mean, I still have everything set up and I can keep going with it, and yeah. Cool. Well, I think Almond, go ahead.
Yeah, just to think in the next steps for that, I can clean up the doc and then I can send some tweets to Lauren to just keep going. So I guess we're going to communicate through Twitter that those are still open, and that's it, right?
Yep.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. Well, I don't know if Lauren, that is mostly in charge of the Twitter, agrees to keep going with it.
Yeah, totally. And I don't have much planned for the week anyway, so it would be nice to kind of like do highlights of East Denver and chill the Impact Quest for sure.
Awesome. Cool. Thank you. And thank you so much, Nicola, for your help during the conference. I just want to say that in front of everybody. Huge save. We had no internet whatsoever, and Nicola was in there so responsive, just like, it was great. Yeah, that was awesome. All right, folks. Yes, Fischel, she has her hand up.
So I added the Giveth events working group in Coda, so you should be able to add your R's there for Flea and for East Denver. So please report accurately as much as possible. Thank you.
Cool. Got it. So if you're doing a time report, just make sure any hours you worked for the Flea or East Denver that you're using that events category that Fischel just made. And I think we can call this a wrap.
I've got one more question.
Yes.
I know people are trying to go, but yeah, I was just also wondering about our PFP collection and getting updates because yeah, it was yeah, I think from my perspective, it's been some time in the making, and I haven't really heard any recent updates.
Well, it's going to production probably today or tomorrow. Amin and I are gonna hang out in a couple hours and launch it onto mainnet, and then it should be ready. I know Santi, you were telling me earlier today there was like some last minute news with my NFTs, so that'll change our timeline. But in terms of like the technical side, like it's done and it'll be ready by the end of today probably. And then it's just a matter of doing the comms and launching it. Yes, Griff.
Referral program? When I think that's the other launch that's coming up, right? When's that due? Well, Nick, I don't know if you have your phone on pulse of that.
Sorry, didn't get the points. Would you please pardon me?
The referral program is on production, I think, already, no?
Yeah, referral program is on part, but we try not to announce it widely because, we're waiting for Ahmed to finalize the video, test the flow and confirm. And then we can, announce it. But
So will it be live for? Are we gonna soft launch it, and will it be live for this? It's kind of like the 2-week rounds of givebacks, right? Are we gonna like just play with it for this round and announce it after that, or announce it whenever we feel like it? And yeah, just want to check in on timing.
We plan to announce it. I think it's the comms stuff. They have to confirm, but the official release date was the next Monday. But we make it last week or the end of this week. And I'll let the Ahmed know about that. Made a video for the landing page. We have to also resolve the problems of changing accounts. Also a confirmation from the comms team. Also for the PFP, we have to go live. We can go live today or tomorrow, but the comms stuff, needs some communication.
It would be nice to only launch one major thing a week like that. Like I feel like I don't know which one we should go with first.
Technically, we can make it live. We can make it live, but we can't announce it. Just a soft launch for PFP tomorrow. But for the chain one, everything is just silence. Because they don't have any viable staging, so we have to go live with their production. However, I think the ball is in the communication team ground right now. They have to decide about the launch date and announce it, and the campaigns, contents, and etc.
Well, maybe Lauren or Alman has a better handle on this. Are we closer for comms on the PFP collection or on the Chainvine? Which one are we gonna announce first?
The Chainvine is the referral one, right? No, we haven't prepared anything regarding the referral at all. We talk about PFPs, but to be honest, there's nothing draft yet to launch.
Yeah, I would say we're like not ready with either, but we could be ready pretty quick with either.
Well, cool.
We communicated with Corey about the release dates, and yeah, I think in their team they have to decide on how firm about these dates.
Got it. Cool. Well, at least on the development side, we're just powering through this stuff, so that's great. Yeah, I know. Crazy. Great. Well then, let's try and end this call again. Third time's a charm. Thanks everybody for joining, and we'll do this again same time next week.